And I'm gonna just double check because I'm pretty sure my iPad sound will go off once it realizes that we're live. But it's great to see everybody. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. And there we go. I see that we're live on my machine. Can everybody hear me? Does everybody sound okay? I'm the only one speaking. Do I sound okay? So we are super excited to be able to host Herb today. What we're gonna do is actually I'm gonna take us through just like basic chords and kind of get us in the mood, so to speak. And that'll only take maybe 10, 15 minutes. And then we're gonna switch it over to Herb. Yes. Awesome. I love seeing where everybody is from. We're seeing people from the UK. We're seeing folks from all over the United States. Thank you guys so much.
All right, let's see. I'll put us all on screen.
Yes, because we're all here. And you can tell that, hi, there's Herb. You can tell that it's a casual Saturday because I have my glasses on today. Yes. Oh, all the way from Ottawa. Hi, Diane. It's great to see you. Our friend Diane's online right now, and I believe her concert is today, isn't it, Craig?
Oh my gosh, yes.
I'm so excited. So she's going to be doing, I think it's bossa nova, it's all kinds of stuff. Just check it out. I think Craig is getting the link and stuff to put in the chat. But Diane, some of you guys know Diane. Absolutely amazing singer and a fantastic ukulele player on top of that. So, and one of the nicest people I've ever met in my life. So definitely check out her concert tonight. Or it's,
yes,
depending on where you live.
Syncspace.live. SYNCSPACE.live for tickets for that. That's going to be an incredible amount of fun.
Yeah. And that's all live too. Like they're all performing live
what
together.
they've been doing during the pandemic was trying to figure out a way where they could play with local musicians together in different areas around Canada and solve that mystery of how can you get it to kind of sync up. And they've done a really fantastic job. Definitely check that out. Oh, syncspace.live, Sarah.
Sorry.
That's going to be a lot of fun.
Syncspace.live.
I'm hoping to experiment a little bit with some of the local Hawaii musicians using that platform as well down the road. So that'll be exciting.
And Diane gave Adrian a huge hug from us. Woo! Oh my gosh, Carol P. Busy Carol. Man, she is on it. She already found the link and she's posted it in the chat. Thank you, Carol. You're the best. Neil Chen!
Moses. Hello, Moses. Rob. Neil. Good to see you. Neil, we're excited. Again, he's going to be our guest teacher during our March retreat coming up. Super excited about that.
Yeah.
I think there is a very limited amount of space left. We are capping it at 40 per event in March. We have 2 back-to-back retreats for that. Super excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, things are finally feeling like they're getting back to normal a little bit.
A little bit. Yeah, it's nice.
But we're still going to be as careful as possible.
Yeah. And at least here in Hawaii, the governor did say people can come back again. Because for a while it was like, stay away, please. But now they're saying we can have visitors again. So our fingers are crossed that we're going to be all right and all that good stuff. So
now, we did have some questions about the different packets, especially about this guy. Ohta Jr. Can you talk a little bit about your newly
award-winning
double disc album?
Yes.
Well, it's an ukulele album.
Oh my God.
It's a 2-disc set, and it's songs that I've recorded during my career on the first disc, and the second disc is basically new stuff. And John Yamasato's playing guitar, Will Tofolo on bass, and we have our friend Jake is sitting in on one song, playing it with me. So, but yeah, you don't have to say it's an award thing.
It is. It just won the Nahoku Hanahana Award for Best Ukulele Album.
All I can say is that I know I can speak for both of you that the award is basically the finished product. When we're done, all the the graphics, the mixing, the producing, the mastering. Um, that's and finally getting it shipped and you getting it in your hand.
Yeah.
That's the award.
Yeah. I do agree with you there.
Okay,
That's
I turned up Herb's volume. Thank you for that.
That's why we have these
Yep.
sound checks.
Just wait till he gets excited, then it's just, you know.
That's
Super
hardly never.
So for the packets, you'll see that if you go to craigandsarah.com/presents, that's where you can get the packets for today so that you can follow along a bit easier, because we are going to show it on screen, but sometimes the tab is harder to read. Unfortunately, that's just the nature of it. But we have that. We have the standard one that's up that just has what's going to be up on screen today. We have the deluxe version, which is it has 3 speeds of backing tracks, as well as the standard packet, and then it also has an extra song, and that song's actually on this album. What was the song again, Herb?
Maluhia.
Maluhia. So it has the song Maluhia. And then we have a CD one where if you would like to actually own this 2-disc set, Herb is very generously, this album is usually $30, and he's very generously just having it be an extra $15 edition. And you can get the signed CD packet, which includes the deluxe packet, which has the backing tracks and the extra song that is on the album actually, and as well as what's in your standard packet. And it includes a CD, and I will be shipping out CDs probably Monday and Tuesday. So definitely get your CD orders in. I think we're only going to have the CD packets up for a limited time. We know some people actually did write us and say, oh, I can't afford to get it yet, but I get paid on Friday. Can I get it, next weekend? Yes. I believe we're only going to have the CD packets up for sale for 2 weeks, and then that particular one's going to go away.
But again, if you have some circumstances, just send
let
us
us
a
know.
note. We'll make sure to
Yeah.
get you all taken care of. Abe, it's great to see you. He does a fantastic ukulele podcast. It has also helped out with the festival this past year. Good to see you, Abe. Have a great time at the carnival. No, we're super excited. We called this the month of Herb because we've done
It's been a lot
so
of
many
Herb,
events.
which we love actually.
Yeah, I won't be being here after this for a long time.
No,
Oh my
it's been
gosh.
fantastic.
What does Maluhia mean?
Peace. Maluhia means peace or peaceful. So.
Nice. All right, so we do have 7 more minutes, or 6 minutes and 41 seconds. Herb, what else you got coming up?
Yeah.
Probably lunch meetings with you and Sarah.
Any other workshops?
Concert
things?
No.
Okay. Not yet.
Well, not yet. Probably soon.
And then oh shoot, I just lost my train of thought. No. Oh well, it's gone. Too bad.
Good option on that, Carol. Suggestion, can you play a little bit of your uke, Sarah, just to make sure everything is sounding okay?
Actually, let me do this. I'm gonna flip up here. How's that sound? And you can use high G or low G for this, but her plays low, so I would recommend low.
I'm
if you have
naturally
it.
short, so it's like
Something in the way she moves me.
Awesome. And then once
sound
Herb
alright?
takes over the workshop, they will be switching places.
Yeah,
and
Yes.
Herb
taking it
will be
over,
using
baby.
his uke
Yoink.
in that setup. So we'll do another quick check during that time. And yes, we're trying our best to keep up with these live streams. We've been trying to balance out time with not only our online school, that is the main thing that we've been working on, but also with our son. And so we're doing our best. So thank you guys so much for your support and helping keeping these things going.
Yes.
We do have a lot of big plans for next year. We have a very special announcement later today.
Yahoo!
But yeah, super excited.
And I am triple checking the emails right now just to make sure somebody's not emailing me going, oh no, my packet, something happened. So you can email during this live stream if something goes wrong or if your packet
Is
didn't
there
arrive.
page 6 on the download?
I actually answered that
Oh,
question.
okay.
Just
There's
so
another question.
there is another one.
Yep.
Hold on.
About page 6.
Let me see. Where is it?
Oh, yes, sir.
I don't know what big announcement is it like because I don't know nothing about this. Is it like an Apple event or something? Like you guys?
Oh my gosh, I wish we could do that.
Oh my
Wouldn't that
gosh.
be amazing?
Oh my gosh.
It's
Yes,
just-
that this last Apple event was so big. So excited.
It was
Yeah.
so big because of small chips. Anyways,
So for notice there's no page 6 on the download. That's kind of weird. Now I realized I'm looking at the packet right now and I'm noticing I forgot to put page numbers, which is not like me, but so the packet should, so the initial packet should have 2 pages of a box. It has the cover, of course, Herb's thank you letter, and then 2 pages of box charts, and then 2 pages of chord melody. That's what it should be. So, ends on page 5. Oh, you know what? I bet you there isn't a page 6 because if I number it, I usually start numbering it from a different spot. But we'll move forward. But if we get to a spot, what I might do then is let's see, 2 pages of chord melody. Okay, so some folks are talking about. Okay. Oh, it's a typo. Okay.
And Donald Miller, please send us a quick email. We'll make sure you get the packet. Sarah will do that ASAP. Just send us a quick note.
Yes.
chimazel@gmail.com.
And so it turns out that that was a typo on the packet, that there's no page 6. That's just a typo. You are not missing a page. So you are all set. And the one that I forgot to put page numbers on was the original packet. That's the deluxe packet that has no page 6 listed, but it was a typo. Thank you guys for catching that. I appreciate it. And then, let's see here.
And also, there was a fix that you did for one of the backing tracks too.
I did. So when we first sent out the notice, I think it was 75 beats per minute. That one, there was a weird glitch. So now in the folder, they contacted us, I think either that day or the next day, saying, hey, there's a glitch. So make sure that when you look at your download, if you've already downloaded everything, make sure that 75 beats per minute playback track says corrected in the name, because I did make sure to name it corrected and I took away the other one. So you guys should be good. So if you are looking for the backing tracks, in the packet, there is a thank you letter from Herb that's right after the cover. That's where the link is, and it should be a hot link. You should be able to just click on the text, and it'll take you to that Dropbox link that has the video play along and the 3 playbacks. So we do that just because it's easier for you to just get one thing from us, so that then you can just read through his thank you and click on the link. And I tried to make it pretty obvious with that link. So if you have trouble finding it, please let me know. And if it isn't hot linking for you, try to copy and paste the text and put it in your browser. And then the only update to Dropbox was that one corrected beats per minute one. And it says corrected in the name of it so that you know that I fixed it. Nice. Oh, good. People are seeing it now. Yay! Excellent. Good. And you can always email us too if you say, hey, I'm having trouble, because I can always just send you the link via email too. We're always happy to do that for you guys because we appreciate you. All right, Donald, I am going to be sending this to you real quick. Give me just a second.
No, I can do it real quick, actually.
Okay, yeah,
I got it.
thank you. That would be awesome.
All right, Donald, you should be getting your email in just a second. And I'll be handling the back end of today since Sarah and Herb will be doing the main teaching today. But yeah, it's time to get started. Let's do it. Thank you guys
Okay.
again for joining us today. This is going to be super fun.
Yep. All right, so as I said, I'm only going to take a very short amount of time because we want to make sure that Herb is able to get to the meat and potatoes of everything. So I just want to have us take a look at the song and kind of go through it so that we're all in the right mindset for it, so to speak. And I also threw in a couple of voicings that he is going to be using just so that you can go, oh, okay, I need to make sure my fingers can get close to that. So that's why there might be a voicing or two that you're like, oh, why are we using that? It's because you're going to see it later. So looking at it, you have your F chord at the very beginning, and then the E flat, right? Now, many times people have trouble with E flat, but one thing I want you to keep in mind is if you hold a D chord, right, with these three fingers, and notice how my fingers are at an angle like that, as opposed to trying to be perfectly straight like this. So my fingers are at an angle like that. And then if I just take my index and just bend it and have it rest above the nut, like so, and just scoot up, whoop, the E flat's actually pretty comfy. This is a trick actually that I've learned from Craig, where start with the D chord shape first and then add your index, as opposed to index, add the fingers. You'll find that you'll have sort of a higher rate of success with getting this to sound more clean, and it won't feel as awkward for your hands. So E flat. Now if you play high G, you could actually have an open G string and play open 2, 2, 1. And I think that also sounds really lovely. But for Herb's class, he's going to be having you do the fully closed version, which is why we're using that. Then you've got G, super easy, the next chord, right? Looking through, the next chord that's like, huh, is that E plus symbol. So that's line 1, 2, third line that starts with D7. Go over and you'll see the E plus symbol. That one is an E augmented. So what we're doing is we're sharpening the fifth note in the chord. You see the diagram there? We're using that specific voicing because I wanted you to see it before you saw it in your chord melody. So there's a couple of different ways that you could play this chord, but to me, the easiest way is actually using three fingers, where you have your index here on the third fret, and then you have your middle finger covering two strings, right? So it is doing this kind of funky bend like that. It also looks like I'm being kind of rude, so I'm just going to add this finger so it doesn't look as rude. And then I'm going to have my ring finger on the G string, like that. Okay. Now this can be difficult for some folks to do at first. You could try, I feel like this is super awkward feeling, but you could try to play it with all four fingers, and notice how it looks like I'm doing stair steps. I have my middle finger here on the E, and I have my ring crossing to the C. You could try to switch these two fingers if you wanted and try out having your middle going across and then your ring. But for me, especially coming from A minor and jumping up here. I guess that works, where I could have my middle finger on the C string. You could do it that way too, but this is I feel a bit more awkward. So there's that. So you could try this, you could try this. But the easiest way is actually doing 1, open, open, 3. Okay? Write that down. So you could always pop to that one if you would like. And it is an E augmented, not E flat. Somebody had asked. All right, so there's that. And then moving forward, you'll see that there's an F sharp minor. I am 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fifth line down. And then I have this guy here, but you'll see there's a yellow dot. That one for me is it's an optional note, but if I remember correctly, this is actually used in the chord melody. So you might want to get used to throwing that pinky down. But you can play it with an open A if you'd like. pretty sure that's a melody note there. And then on the next page, it basically is the verse again. Okay, so let's just go through and just play super plain Jane for now so that we can kind of get chords under our fingers. So the F in the very beginning is 2 beats, and then the E flat and the G. I'm just going to do this so that you guys, so this is beat 1 and 2, beat 3 and 4, okay? That way you keep that in mind. Most of you are familiar with the song, but just in case you aren't, that way you kind of keep that in mind when we do the intro, okay? So let's give it a shot. 1, 2, 3, 4. F, bop, bop, and E flat, G, and then something in the way. Major 7, G minor, C7, and then the F with the C, D7, D7, a bunch, then G. 2 beats of A minor, I don't want to leave her now. A minor, you know I believe how. F, that intro, bum, ba, da, da. Then there's a repeat sign. Let's do it again. C, C major 7. You can even hear it already. It's G minor, and then C7 back to F, and C. D7, something in the way she shows me. Then we have the A minor, I don't want to leave her now. You know I believe how. The intro, da 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 da, G, and then the A. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. A, you're asking 4th fret. Will my love go? Back to the A. I don't know. G, I don't know. Right? Pretty easy. A, you stick around and it may show. Back to the A. I don't know. G, I. The C chord for 4 beats. 2, 3, 4. Then we have the verse and in the way. Major 7, G minor, C7, and back to F, and the C, D7, something in the way, her smile that shows me G, the A minor, I don't want to leave her now. Whoop, 2, I didn't go high enough on that one, D7. Here we go, F, da, 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 da. Again, back to the C, because there's a repeat. Ba-dum. G minor, and C7, and back to F. The C chord, D7, something in their smile that shows me. We have that A minor again. I don't want to leave her now. A minor, then D7, and then the F, da, E flat, G, go to that A, 1, 2, 3, 4, then the F, E flat, G, and then C. And that's the whole song form that we're gonna go, that Herb is gonna go over today. Now, one small thing that I want to also point out is that you'll notice up on the first page of the pack of the song that I've got here is that C sharp minor has a highlight. That's the word I'm looking for. Has a highlighted orange. I just wanted to point out I chose C minor 7 just to go through the bass song, but if I remember correctly, you're going to actually be playing a full C minor triad for this one, or C sharp minor triad, excuse me. And so what you're going to do is you're going to have that fret barred here, but you're actually going to bring your ring finger over to the G string. You can get away sometimes with holding C minor 7, like for if we're just strumming and singing, but there might be, you may prefer the sound of having just the 3 notes versus having 4 totally separate notes, because it does make a difference, especially with the low G actually. So just keep that in mind as you're going through and taking a look at this. So I think that's it for the close-up of that. And I'm trying to think if there's any other little things I wanted to point out before we got started. Yeah, that dot's optional. I made sure to write the notes down below just so that you would have them just in case. But just make sure that, oh, one thing I did want to point out actually is when you go from the C chord, if you're using your ring finger and if you're going to D7 and you're not necessarily playing a chord melody, just if you're just playing chords, I actually like to use my middle finger to bar for that D7 because I'm already holding down one of the notes I need, right? So if I'm doing C to D7, instead of shifting and moving down my index, I'm just adding a finger and barring with my middle. The great thing about barring with your middle finger is also it's your longest finger, so it's going to have an easier time going across all of the strings. So I think it's perfect. I did this in 11 minutes. I'd like to go ahead and turn it over to Herb actually so that he can get you through your chord melodies. Does anybody have any questions before I turn it over to our maestro? Just want to make sure.
Okay, actually, we're going to just take a few minutes to reset up
Yeah.
Herb in Sarah's spot there so we have a close-up ready for him. Oh, I got to unmute, sorry. So we are going to take a few minutes to set up Herb in Sarah's spot so he can teach you the entire chord melody of this song. It's going to be fantastic. We'll be back in just a few minutes. I'm going to play a really fun surprise for you guys. If I can make it work. Let's see.
Woohoo! We are so excited to have the very first concert in our series now live and available. This one features Herb Ohta Jr. as well as ourselves. We are using this one as a fundraiser in order for us to keep our backyard concert series free to the public. And that will also allow us to invest in the gear that we need in order to ensure that we make every artist who joins us sound and look absolutely amazing. If you'd like to support our series, please visit craigandsarah.com for more information. We hope you enjoy this one song out of 12 from that amazing concert.
Oh, that's me, yeah? Okay. Can we do a song that was written, please? Please? A song written by Louis Munko Kahi. He's one of he's heavily influenced my music, and he used to be a former member of the group called the Maka Sons of Niel, and the Maka Sons. And he wrote this song about a Hawaiian man that used to live in Hawaiian homestead land on the Big Island in Keaukaha. And he wrote this song, and I recorded it 14 years ago. And here's a song called Kaleo Hano. It goes something like this. You have to keep that in.
Oh.
Yes. All right.
So, all right. So, just wanted to say thank you. We've been so excited. We've been sitting on. We've been working so hard on editing this first one. Um, but yes, thank you, Herb, for joining us on our very first concert in this series. We're so excited.
Yeah.
This one really does hit close to home for me because I am so excited to be able to help feature some of the local musicians here that, for whatever reason, didn't get a chance to experience some of the things that Sarah and I are so grateful for in our journey with the ukulele, and this is our way of giving back and showcasing the incredible talent that we have here in Hawaii. So this will be a fundraiser for this series. I can't thank Herb and Andrew Katakis for coming and helping man one of the cameras and with his eye and helping me dial in light. And
He manned it with his eye.
so in part by with Lele Productions, Lele
Yes.
Music Productions, and
The ukulele
the
site.
ukulele site, and
And
even
Artist
Artist
Works.
Works for helping sponsor the very first video. So that is live, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. I want to get
Let's get to the teaching.
Herb rolling because he has
how
a
do you-
lot to teach you guys. But thank you guys again for your support through all of this.
How do you man the camera with your eye?
No, Canon, the Canon R3.
Oh.
You can.
How's it? Genghis. Okay. First of all, I'd like to thank Craig and Sarah for wanting to do this. And it was a comment made to me that it's a song that they don't normally, people won't normally see me like teaching. So, but it's a beautiful piece, and I remember, funny, the first time I heard this song wasn't from the Beatles or George Harrison. It was actually my father's recording that he did this. And, but it's a beautiful melody, right? So Sarah went over the chords with all of you. So let's make sure you guys are all tuned. Yes, I do have a low G, but we want everyone to get along. So if you folks, tune. Right? Okay, so luckily this song is 2 pages because I've instructed songs that was like 5. And that's no fun, especially for the learner. F, the first measure is F, right? 2 0 1 0, and then E flat. Okay, people with high G, you can actually just do 0 3 3 and 1. But for low G, I like that low B flat. So 3 3 3 and 1. Okay. So, and then G, and then we start the verse of the song. Okay, so let's do the first measure real quick. So it goes 1 2 3 and 4 and. Okay, you see what I did with that E flat? Even though I'm holding the E flat, see, my father would probably use his ring finger and hold the second, third, and fourth string on the 3rd fret, right? But I hold my middle finger on the 3rd and 4th string on the 3rd fret, and my ring finger is holding the 3rd fret on the 2nd string. So I'm doing this, and then I just switch. I keep my ring finger here, and then I put my middle finger on the 1st string on the 2nd fret, and my index finger on the 2nd fret on the 3rd string. So I do this, do this. You don't want to do this, this, this. Okay? Okay, let's try that together. Ready? 2, 3, and 4, and. Okay? Any questions so far? Awesome. Okay. Now let's look at the second measure, section A. So take a listen. It goes something like this: 3 and 4 and. And it goes to the C major 7. Okay, listen again. 3, 4 and. Am I playing it right? Yes, I am. Okay, listen again. 3, 4. To a C major 7. Okay, and after you pick that B, the second fret on the first string, the B note on the third measure, you strum that chord, the C major 7, 3 times. Okay, play second and third measure. Ready? Together. 2, 3, and 4 and. 2, 3, and 4 and. Okay, one more time. Let's start from the beginning. Let's play from the F chord, the first 3 measures. Ready? 2, 3, and 4 and. 3 and 4 and. Okay, got it? Okay, look at the fourth measure. G minor 7, it's like a B flat, but you're keeping your fourth string open. Okay, so it's 0, 2, 1, 1. Okay, so let me play this. From the G minor 7 to C7, again, you don't want to do this and do this and then do this. Okay, you want to see, I'm just angling my finger where I'm just holding that first fret on that first string. Okay, from this to this, this to this. Okay, so let me play that fourth measure. 3, 4. Okay, I'm sliding with my ring finger, but you can also use your pinky, your small finger. Okay, again. 3 and 4 and. You know, if you want that buzz in there, just do that too. Okay. Okay. Those of you who are watching, and those of you who know me, okay, I'm not very expressive in my facial aspect and of course my body. So if you've seen that clip, that commercial of that concert that we did, and I danced at the end, that is so rare.
Yes.
Okay, I was just so happy that we're gonna be able to eat lunch soon. Okay, so my facial expression, okay, this is normal. Okay, people think I'm either upset or constipated. So Craig's just laughing because he's always asked me that question. Are you constipated? So, but this is my angry look. See, big difference. Okay, anyway. Okay. Okay, let's play that whole first line. Easy.
Yeah.
Okay, ready? 2, 3, and 4, and. 3 and. 2, 3, and 4, and. Okay. How many of you guys want to do it one more time?
Yes.
Okay, one more time. Okay, remember now that G minor 7, you're strumming that on the downbeat, and on the one end, you're picking that 1, on the 2 down, and then on the 2 end, you're picking twice, and then you're strumming on the down of that C7. So that C7 comes right after that 16th note. You don't have to strum. It's just that my style is heavily borrowed from my father, and when my father performed solo for many years, after he realized that he could make more money playing solo than playing with the rhythm section. Well, my sister went to private school, that's why, so he needed to work solo. So he realized that he needed to fill space. And so that's what I'm doing, right? So if I didn't strum there, I would be like, right? But because that chord changes on that C7, I wanted the listener to hear that it's changing to C7 instead of leaving it out, right? Does that make sense? Okay, so let's do that whole first line again, forced line again. Okay, ready? 2, 3, and 4, and. 3 and strum. 2, 3, and 4, and strum. Okay. All right, moving on. Okay, look at measure, what was that, 5? Okay. So you strum me that F chord with that C note on that first string. Yeah, 2, 0, 1, 3. Okay, so it's 1 and, then you strum the F chord, 2 and 3 and C chord. Okay. So it goes like this. I'm going to play measure 4 and 5 together. Okay, take a listen. 3, 4, and. 2 and 3 and C chord. Okay? Let's try that. Measures 4 and 5. Let's play that together. Ready? 2, 3, and 4, and. 2, 3, and C chord. Okay? Everything okay?
So far.
All right. Okay, let's play that. Let's go from the beginning through measure 5. Ready? 2, 3, and 4, and. 3 and strum. 2 and 3 and 4 and. 2, 3 and. Okay, but if you notice when I'm playing that C7 at the end of measure 4, I'm doing this. I'm strumming the C7. I'm using my ring finger. Yeah. And you can use your pinky, like I said. And I come back here, and then I just add on the 2, 0, 1 for the F chord. Instead of, and then let go, and then, right? So, C chord, okay? Okay, moving on, let's look at measure 6. Okay, 5, 6, 5, 5. Okay, this is a D7 chord, and those of you who didn't know that, stems from an A7 chord, right? So it's like holding a, like you have frets here below the nut, and you move up, B flat 7, D7, C7, C sharp 7, or D flat 7 and D7, okay? So you strum that, and you pick the 5. Okay, you don't have to keep the chord here if you don't want it. Okay? Okay, so see what I did? I use my ring finger, and then I strum that D7. Okay? One more time. Take a listen to measure 6, 2, 3, and 4, and then the high D. Okay, I'm gonna play measures 5 and 6. Take a listen. 3, 4, and C chord, then D, and okay. Let's play it together. Ready? 2, measures 5 and 6. 2, 3, and 4, and C, and okay. Questions?
So far, so good.
Oh, this song must be easy. Okay. Okay. Look at measure 7. Okay. So from measure 6 and then just okay. I normally go to the G chord right away because I know I have to strum it instead of going and then putting my finger down. Okay, so it's like and okay, because my father always told me that when I pick melody, try and hold the chord at the same time as much as possible because of the fact that if you need to strum, you don't have to go looking for it. So that was an advice that I kind of took to heart, and I kind of one of the many advices that I decided to listen.
We have our first question. What is the count for measure 7? Can you count out that measure?
Measure 7?
Yeah.
Okay. So that 2-0 is on the first downbeat of 1s, right? So it's like 1. Do it again. 1, and then the G is on the 1 and the third space on the second string. Okay, like 1, da, da, yeah, and 2 and 3 and 4, and you pick the third space on the second string, the G note on the 4 and. Okay. Okay, so let's play. I'm gonna play measure 6 and 7. Take a listen. 2, 3, and 4, and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay. So let's play together. 6 and 7. Let's play 5, 6, and 7. Okay, ready? 2, 3, and 4, and 3, and 3, and strum. 2, 3, and 4, and okay. All right. Okay, let's look at measure 8, the fun measure. Actually, this whole part, the 5, measure 8, 9 is fun.
Actually, before you go there, somebody's asking, are you picking again or pulling off?
Where?
I think at the very end of that phrase that you just did.
Oh, measure 7. I'm not pulling off. You can do a pull off if you want. So I'm picking it. Yeah, instead of going. Yeah, but if you play it at a faster tempo than what we're doing right now, it's probably a good idea to do a pull off if you don't want to pick those 16th notes real quick, right? So if I go, then it's easier if you go at a faster tempo. So you can do a pull off if you want.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, mind you, what I'm teaching is basically my style of playing, right? You don't necessarily have to follow that in terms of the way you want to present the song. If you want to do a pull off, go ahead. If you don't want to do a pull off, then don't. If you want to do the C7 chord on measure 4 after the G minor 7, if you want to do that, great. If you don't have to. Okay? So there's no it's not like the commandments, like how Craig and Sarah teach. You know, So, see, because tell you a story. My father used to tell me the way I was holding chords when he used to teach me chords when I was just a foot shorter. When I was 7, and he would hold chords differently than how I ended up holding my chords. And he used to tell me, "Well, you hold it the way you want to hold it, because once you feel uncomfortable, you're not going to practice." So that was his way of telling me, "Yeah, do how you want to do it now, but eventually you're going to learn on your own what's best for you." And when I'm actually starting to play, you know, a song or something, and holding chords differently, it's strongly, how should I say this? It totally depends on where your melody notes take you, right? Because if a melody note is a D, I mean, some people, it's hard for them to hold this chord, the 0, 2, 3, and 5. So you would hold a G chord like this because it's here, right? Time out for a second. Okay? So, however you want to hold the chord, I'm just explaining to you what the tab says and how I would play it. And if you feel uncomfortable holding a chord a certain way, then you feel like you can play it a simpler way, go for it. Okay. Okay, where were we? Okay, measure 8. Okay. Okay, I use my middle finger here for the A minor. See, I have a bad habit of keeping my chord here, no matter what. I hardly ever. And if I let go right away, you have a low G overtone. So that's why I probably keep my chord there, my finger there. Okay, so listen to this. Measure 8, 2, 3, and 4, and then you rest on the third beat, 3, and then you strum the E augmented. You can hold it like this, like how Sarah explained to you earlier, that 5, 4, 4, and 3. Okay, if not, you can hold it with that A flat, that low A flat, for those of you who play a low G, and hold it 1, 0, 0, and 3. Okay? What people like to do with the low G, I like it this way. To me, it sounds better than me playing it like this with a low G. I like it this way. If you can't hold that 4th string, and you're having a hard time holding that 4th space on the 2nd and 3rd string, you can just hold 0, 4, 4, and 3, and just strum the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd string to hear that augmented sound. That. Okay? But with that low G, some people like to play that bass like 3 and 4 and then that A minor 7, or that A minor again. See, on measure 9 I listed A minor, but it's really an A minor 7. Okay, so if you want to make note of that, you can, but you can also play an A minor. Okay. All right, so measure 8. Okay, again, 3, 4, and sorry, one more time. Don't laugh, Craig. 2, 3, 4, and 3, and strum. Okay, then I'm just letting go for that 1st string open. Okay, take a listen again. 3, 4, and 3, and okay. Let's play measures 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, ready? 2, 3, and 4, and 2, and 3, C chord. I'm gonna go slower. I think I went kind of fast.
Sounds good.
Sounds beautiful.
Okay. Measure 5. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. 2, 3, and 4, and 2, 3, and C chord. 3 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 3 and okay. Now, normally, on the rest, I would normally strum like on a tight note. Okay, so normally I would probably play it like this, and I strum it twice there. So I'm actually strumming for that quarter note that's tied. Okay, so 3 and 4. That goes this. It's the same for measure 6. I would strum a D7 twice there. Okay, but I left it blank so it's easier to count. Okay, but once you get used to the song, then you can add in your fills of strumming.
And you
Okay.
said that was on the quarter note?
On the quarter note.
And I do want to remind people too that this is being archived and saved on our YouTube channel, so that you can watch the replay over and 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 over again. But there's no, don't panic and rush to think that you need to master all of this as Herb is going along. Again, this is why we record everything and have everything for replay. In that deluxe package, you will get those play-along tracks, practice tracks, and the whole song of Herb playing through it that you can play along with him as well. But just a reminder that, again, don't feel bad if it's taking a little bit longer for some of these runs, especially some of those really syncopated quick runs. That takes time to dial in. But you guys are doing great. Okay.
I was thinking, too bad Jake's not here to tell us a bad joke. I mean, did I say bad or dad? It's supposed to be dad joke,
Should
yeah.
be dad joke.
Dad, yeah, sorry. Okay, where were we? Okay, measure 9. Oh, did I say from the measure 5? Or did we do that already? 5, 6, 7, and 8.
Did that already.
Okay, so measure 9, 9, 8, 7. Okay, 9 on the 3rd string, 8 on the 2nd string, and 7 on the 1st. Okay, if you strum all 4, it's basically a minor 7, but it doesn't sound good with the low G. See, I'm being honest. See, Craig must like this. Okay, because
gonna loop that one.
yeah, but normally I would hold an A minor 9, 9, 8, 7, like a D minor, like 2, 2, 1, 0. I would hold an E minor like this, 4, 4, 3, 2, not 0, 4, 3, 2. So I would hold an A minor 9, 9, 8, 7. Okay, but you can hold it like this and strum the bottom 3. Okay, go okay, so you strum. You strum. A minor, 5, 3, 5, 7, and then the D7, 2, 2, 2, 3. Then I strum a 2, 0, 2, 0, D7 there. Okay, so take a listen. 3, 4, and sorry, do that again. 2, 3, and 4, and okay, take a listen again. 3, 4, and okay, and then you go into measure 10, and it's the same as your first measure. F, E flat, G. Okay? All right, let's do that together. Let's do 9 and 10 together. Actuality, let's do 8, 9, and 10 together. Okay, ready? 2, 3, and 4, and do that again. I love that slide. That was very unintentional, but I tried to make it intentional. Okay, ready? 2, 3, and 4, and 3, and okay, let's do that one more time. 2, let's do 8, 9, and 10, yeah. 3, 4, and 3, and D7, F. Okay. It says a repeat, so if you repeat to section A, okay, it's the same thing, exactly the same thing. So I'm going to give you a minute and 12 seconds to practice on your own right now. Go.
Okay, tell a joke in the meanwhile.
Now,
No.
wait. One person had a question,
Yes.
which was, what kind of thumb pick are you using?
Planet Waves, Diodaro.
Try, you can see the screen. Try hold it out to this camera a little bit.
Okay. Oh, this camera.
Down a little bit. Okay, I was gonna say, what finger you? Oh.
My pointer.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, I started using thumb picks when I was 17 years old. Yeah, because my thumb nail had a crack in it. So it couldn't grow out. And then I started taking gelatin tablets, and miraculously it healed on its own. And now I can play with my thumbnail, which actually sounds better than an actual thumb pick. But I'm so used to using the thumb pick.
The neck was actually more natural with the thumb pick.
It is.
You know, I mean,
Well, it depends on the style of how
Yeah, that's
you
true, yeah.
play.
Yeah.
Because my father would be always like this instead of like this and picking like this and using other fingers. Because those of you who have seen my father perform or seen YouTube videos of him, things that he does, well, things that I do to pick 60 notes and I use more than one finger, he does everything with his thumb.
It's impressive.
Yeah, it's like how Buddy Rich, you know, that drummer, Buddy Rich, the stuff that people needed to do with 2 hands, he did it with one. When he rolled, you know, he did a drum roll, he would do it with just one hand. Yeah, so, yeah, so sometimes when I watch my dad play, I get all depressed. It's like, even to this day, I mean, he just turned 87 2 days ago, and stuff that he still plays today, I just say to myself, I gotta go home and practice. And then I try to practice what he does, and then I get all depressed, and I go, I don't need to do that. So, yeah. Anyways, okay, 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, pencils down. Okay. Okay, look at section B. Okay. That A chord, 2, 1, 0, 0, but you're holding it with that 4th note, that 4th space on the 1st string, and that's a C sharp. Okay. Okay, so after you do the intro, I mean measure 10, you go. The 2, 1, 0, 4, 3, and 4, and then you strum the A chord open for measure 12. Okay, if you see the notes, okay, 2, 1, 0, 0, then you pick the 4. Then I'm moving to the C sharp minor here. That's 6, 4, 4, 4. Okay. Okay. If you folks can do this, please do. Okay. After you the 2, 1, 0, 4, 2, 3, and 4. Strum this A chord if you can. Okay. It's 6, 4, 5, 4. Okay, this stems from the F chord. F sharp, G, A flat, A. Okay? Because if you can do this, if you can do from here, 2, 3, 4, and then here, you're already holding that C sharp, that fourth space on that first string. You strum the A, pick, then let go of your middle finger, and there's your C sharp minor. Okay? But if not, you can just do this. 2, 3, and 4, and. Okay? Take a listen again. Okay? I'm just going to play the way it's tabbed out. But if you folks can use this A chord, it's very helpful. Like, again, I'm going to play it with this A chord. Take a listen. 2, 3, and 4, and. Okay? And now I'm going to play it with just holding it this way. Okay? 2, 3, 4. Okay? Yes.
Somebody asks, can I drop the A note at the end of measure 8 if I need time to get to that A minor?
What do you mean drop?
I think
Like not play it
not
at all?
it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can still play it. Well, yeah, you can if you don't want it, but while you're picking it, you can still move. See, like 3 and
While you move.
while you move. Okay. Any other questions?
So far, no, because I think you actually, somebody said show that again, but I think you actually did. Oh, wait. What is the fingering for the upper A again, please?
The upper A. 6, 6. I use my ring finger on the 6 on the 4th string. And I'm barring, actually, that whole 4th fret.
Actually, if you don't mind, Herb, can you walk it up from the F shape again? That, you know, because it's a really good visual.
Okay.
In your middle.
It's like this is your F chord, yeah? So if you put your middle finger where your first fret is on your 2nd string and your ring finger on that 2nd space on that 4th string, it's F chord, right? But you're making me believe that you have another fret here. So this is like an F chord, F sharp, G, A flat, and then A. Okay?
And would you mind showing with that 4th fret A one more time how you'd play that? Because one person just asked.
Okay. So the A chord, right from measure 11, yeah? 2 and 3 and 4, and then move. Then let go of your middle finger for that C sharp minor.
Nice.
Your diagram should be to the right. It's over.
I was just showing it just so that it's on screen, but I can move it.
Okay. Okay. Let me do it again with this position A, the 2nd position A chord. 2, 3, and 4, and 2, 3, and 4. Move. Lift your middle finger. Okay. Okay. Let's try from measure 10, 10, 11, and 12. Ready? From that F chord. 2, 3, and 4, and. Section B, A chord. 2, 3, and 4, and. Okay, let's go slower. Sorry. 2 and 3 and 4 and and 3 and 4 and. Okay, good? Everyone good? All right, okay. Now I'm using my pinky for when I strum, after I strum that C sharp minor, I use my pinky for that 7th fret, then the 9, and then I reach down with my pointer for measure 13 for that 4. Okay, and that's when I'm strumming that 6 6 5 4. Okay, that F sharp minor. Okay, so again, from the C sharp minor, I'll play measure 12. Okay, C sharp minor, pinky, pinky, pointer, and then I'm holding that F sharp minor for that strum right there on the 2nd beat. Again, C sharp minor, pointer, and then I'm strumming that F sharp minor here. That's 6 6 5 4. Okay. Okay. If you folks are having a hard time, again using that 4th string, you can use 6 5 and 4 and strum the bottom 3, or you can use this F sharp minor of 2 1 2 and then 4. Okay. By me holding it this way, I'll do it. Okay. See that? Okay, instead of this. Okay, I recommend this though. Okay, or you can strum the bottom 3 again, or just holding 6 5 and 4. Okay, and then the next chord is that A chord, this A chord in that 2nd position. Okay, so instead of using this, that's why I recommend using this. And then all you have to do is keep your middle finger here, lift your ring finger and bar that hole for 4th fret. You see that? Okay, I'm gonna play 12 and 13. Take a listen. 2, 3 and 4 and C sharp minor, pointer, strum F sharp minor, then A. Okay, see that? F sharp minor, then A. F sharp minor, A. Okay. Let's do from measure 11. Actually 10, 11, 12, and 13. So after you strum that on measure 13, after you strum this chord, right, beginning of measure 13. 4, F sharp minor, A chord, 3, and I use my pinky, 7, 9. Okay, so again, where am I? F sharp minor, and F sharp minor, A, and okay. Questions? No?
So far, so good.
Okay, everyone awake?
Yes. People are awake. They're having some great things to say. They're enjoying it.
Okay. Okay, let's try 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, from that F chord. 2, 3, and 4, and A chord. 2, 3, and 4, and C sharp minor, pointer, F sharp minor, A chord, and okay. Hey, when you were in San Diego, I forgot what your decor was. Was your desk the same place? And then the sofa was at the same place? Or were you facing that way?
Well, we had so many different setups. Yeah.
When he was
Yeah.
there, I think it was you were against the wall that used to.
I was
be the
sitting on
Murphy
Brian's bed.
Yeah.
So
Brian,
if the couch was there,
you were facing.
I was here, the camera facing this way.
And you were facing where?
The-
That way,
In the corner.
facing the bedroom.
No.
No, no,
no.
In the living room, facing the corner of the living room.
Uh,
And now the fireplace was over here.
I,
that's the
you know,
couch.
sorry, I just remember the kitchen real well because it had good shoyu chicken there.
Yes. Now, when you do the slide with your pinky from 7 to 9,
Yes.
she's saying, do you
Lift my
slide?
finger up?
Do you slide or lift your finger up?
Sometimes.
I slide.
Okay.
Because it's eighth notes. I mean, if it was just quarter notes, then I wouldn't slide.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but because it's eighth notes, I would slide because you're picking it right away.
Okay. I think that might also answer Moses's question of, is your pinky or ring on the 10th fret
I only
on the
know
first
one.
string?
I only know two Moses.
It's Moses, come on. Yeah.
Ah,
So, but he's asking 12th fret of the 4th beat on the F note. Do
F
use
sharp?
do you use your pinky?
wait, the 12th fret.
He says
12th measure.
No, he said 12th fret
12th fret.
of the 4th beat of the F.
Huh?
No, which measure? Move on for now. I asked him what measure that is he's referring to, as opposed to what beat. 'Cause
Oh,
I'm-
okay.
Yeah.
So measure 13, again, pointer, F sharp minor, A chord, and then you hold this D chord like a G chord. Normally you would hold it like this, stemming again from this F chord, F sharp G, A flat A, B flat B, C, D flat D. But I'm holding it like a G chord like this, all the way up to your 9th fret, and you strum the bottom 3. Because sometimes it is hard when if you don't have a cutaway meaning this is not here, it's easier to hold a D chord here, right? But some of us that have fat fingers can't hold this chord, okay, like this. Wow, it's a lucky day. It's a lucky day, okay? So I'm holding this D chord, then I'm picking, with my pointer here with the 7 and 5. Okay, then I use my pinky for 10. And that G chord that you have to strum, I just bar that whole 7th fret. Okay, again, so it goes pinky and then strum. Okay, take a listen and watch my fingers for measure 14. Okay, 2, 3, and 4, and 3, and strum. Then I use my pinky for that F sharp. Okay, the reason why I use my pinky for the F sharp, well, normally I would go back to this A, but on tab, I'm holding it this A chord, 9, 9, 9, and 7. Okay, so you don't have to when you walk your way down to F sharp and E, you don't have to. You can do it like that if you want. Okay, because the next chord on measure 15 is this 9, 9, 9, 7 A chord. 2, 3, 4, or you can do D, 3, and G chord. And you walk your way down with your pinky, okay, and then hold this A chord. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this A chord again is 6, 4, 5, and 4, but I'm holding the 7th fret, that E note, with my pinky. Okay. Okay. Just options. It's good to have options. You know, like when you order a new MacBook Pro with M1 Pro or M1 Pro Max, or anyways. At least with every option that I'm giving you, we're not charging you an extra $200. Sorry, did I say that? Am I complaining? I'm a little bit. Yeah, I'm venting a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. Okay. Okay, so let's play. Let's try and play together. Measures 13 and 14. Okay. And 15. Let's just try. See how it turns out. Okay. 2, measure 13. 3 and 4 and A. 3 and strum. A chord. 2E and did I say 2E? I said 2E. Stop laughing, Craig. Craig, all he does is laugh at me.
With you.
No, you laugh at me. You laugh at me all the time. Like all the time, like always. Jake too. He doesn't know what to say when Jake. You see, when Jake looks at us, he doesn't know what to say. Okay. Everything okay, audio-wise?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wait, turn on your tuners on.
Ah. Okay, so let's try measure 13 and 14. Ready? 2, 3, and 4, and A chord, and you want that buzz. One more time. 2, 3, 4, and F sharp minor, A, and 3 and A chord, 3 and 4. Okay. Okay, let's try from measure 10. 10 through 15. Okay. F chord, 3, 4, and 2 and 3 and 4 and C sharp minor, pointer, F sharp minor, and 3 and A chord, 2 and 3 and 4 and okay. Good so far? Okay. Now let's look at same thing. Look at measure 16. You can use this A chord the way it's tabbed, or you can use this A chord if you want. Okay. So I'm just gonna play the way it's written. C sharp minor, pointer, F sharp minor, A chord, and 3 and there you just strum a C chord, 3 and 4, and then it goes back to like section A again. Okay. Okay. So I'm giving you a minute and 13 seconds now to practice section B. Go for it.
Yay! Okay. Like that? Oh, down. Like that? Okay, perfect. Aw, Jake Shimada says, I haven't enjoyed playing ukulele this much in a while. Thank you, Uncle Herb. Jake Shimada in
San Jose. Oh, Jake.
I miss him. He's a
If
sweetie
you
and a
guys
great
haven't
player.
heard Jake Shimada play before, definitely look him up. He's a fantastic player, and like way too young.
I mean, I wish I could play like that when I was his age.
right?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I wish
Yeah.
I could play like that now, in fact. Jake, I know you're smiling when I said that. I know you're smiling.
Yes.
Tell mom and the family I said hello, by the way.
Nice.
We that's the one thing that we miss so much is like, going on tour and
Are you
checking
muted?
in on people, and it just all the connections we made from the travels. It's just we miss that.
We'll get
so
to do it
much.
again
I
soon.
know.
We'll get to do it again soon.
You know, the best thing for me when I travel is not so much sharing the music. I mean, it is. I mean, because of the fact that we love what we do, right? and sharing what we know knowledge-wise and doing workshops or performing. But I think the gratification that we get is the feedback that we get from people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, we love feedback from people that we already know and always come out to watch us, but it's just the new faces that it kind of confirms that we're doing something positive in
Yeah.
everyone's life.
Yeah.
So, okay,
Nice.
yeah. 15 seconds. Left.
Herb's got a stopwatch.
Yeah, and that's why we love seeing emails of like, I just caught up with the stream, thank you so much. It's just knowing that you guys are enjoying this, and it means the world to hear feedback. So thank you
4,
guys so much again.
3, 2, 1. Okay, pencils down. Okay. Okay, let's play section B. Okay, all the way through measure 19. Okay. Ready? Let's do from measure 10 with that F chord. It kind of feels better that way instead of just going into that A chord. Okay? Okay, let's try it. Okay, ready? 2 and 3 and 4 and 2, 3 and 4 and F sharp minor, A chord, and 3 and 4, A chord, 2, 3 and 4 and A chord and 3 and then the C chord, 3 and 4. Okay, I have 2 questions.
First question, measure 15. Please review how to hold 7999
On 9997.
or 9997.
Well, it doesn't matter. 79999.
9997.
God, imagine if you had to hold that for the guitar. 799999. See, Craig's laughing again. Okay.
So if you
Um,
review that,
Okay. I hold my middle finger, and I'm pressing it on the 9th fret on the 3rd and 4th string. I use my ring finger on the 9th fret on the 2nd string, and my pointer on the 7th fret on the 1st string. Okay, you can hold it this way, the way it's written, or you can, after that G chord, I use my pinky for that F sharp on the 9th, and I slide it to the 7th, and then I hold this A chord and just hold it this way. Okay? Because you're not going to be able to do this. Because I can't, unless you're Benny Chung.
yeah, then
Right.
you use your thumb.
Yeah, unless you, yeah.
And then the other question was on the D in measure 15. Why not do the run on your 2nd string on frets 12 and 10?
On measure what?
Measure 15. The D. Could you do the run on the other strings instead?
Measure 15, measure 14.
Yes. Measure 14.
Measure
Okay.
14.
Oh, yes, measure 14, she says.
That? Yeah,
Yeah.
you can do that if you want. You know, you can strum that D chord, and for that E note, you can substitute the 7th fret on the 1st string with the 12th fret on the 2nd string.
And there's one thing I want to add to that when you're done.
And then you can let go, and then you have the D note that substitutes the 5th space on that 1st string.
And Craig, can I have my mic unmuted? I don't need to be seen. I just want to say something. So one quick thing about that is that you can totally choose to play notes in different places. The one thing to consider is the timbre or the kind of note that it is, because you might prefer how that particular note sounds on the A string verses on the E string or whatever string it is. So just that's something also to keep in mind, not just ease of finding the note, but how the note actually sounds, because it's going to have a different ring and a different resonance depending on where you're picking the note.
Yeah.
Really quick
That's all.
jump from the another option for the
Oh, hi, Craigie.
the 9997 9997.
9997.
I didn't know you have Beats Mickey Mouse ears.
I know. Well, see, this is what I get trying to help with the audio and video all at once. But for the 9997, as Herb says, that's a really good one about smashing that middle finger down, helping with the C string. Ring finger will get that one down and the index. But another quick option is for those of you who are a little bit more limber, is I like to have that ring finger down across the nines, and then just lift up a hair to get enough leverage, and then your index will come over. This is something that I don't hold a lot, but if it's in passing or if it's just for a couple beats or a measure, that's something that for me I tend to do in a pinch, and I still have my pinky to add extra notes if I need to. Or again, instead of going index and these three fingers, if you're really struggling with this kind of shape, get these three down first and then worry about the index covering that A string. But just those three big options. So we have all four fingers, we have the kind of split bar, and then we have the kind of barring with that ring finger index on that A string.
And you now have a new nickname of either Craiglea, Princess Craiglea. I like that.
Thanks, Herb. Thanks.
That's what friends are for.
Who said that? Jake Shimada?
No. No, Stramon Moto. And also Rob the Uke guy. You may continue, sir. Those were the questions.
Now I can't watch Spaceballs.
Oh my gosh, I love that movie.
Ludicrous speed. Anyways, okay. Let's try again. Actually, yeah, let's do section B again with measure 10. Okay, ready? 2, 3, and 4, and 2, 3, and 4, and F sharp minor, A, and 3, and A chord, 3 and 4 and A chord, and 3 and then 0 0 0 7. Okay. Any questions?
Good.
Did Moses answer?
Yes, you actually answered it, so you're set.
Oh, I did answer it.
You actually answered it when someone else asked.
Okay. Okay, now look at section C. It's like section A. Okay. Let's try that. Actually, let's try from section C till the end.
Woohoo!
Just try. Okay. Ready? 2, 3, and 4, and 3, and 2, 3, and 4, and 2, 3, C chord, 3, and 2, and 3, and 4, rest, and F chord, E flat, G, A. Sorry. Okay, we're gonna go. Let's do it again, without the repeat, and go to the end. Okay, without the repeat. I'm sorry about that. Okay, one more time. Section C. That's measure 20. Okay, ready? 2, 3, and 4 and 3 and 2, 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 3 and 2 and 3 and 4. Rest and strum. F, E flat, G, A chord with that C sharp. 2, 3 and 4 and C chord. Okay? Questions? Any questions?
No.
Question?
So far, you're good.
Okay.
They may pop in, so just.
Okay. Let's do from section B, from measure 10, going into section B and all the way to the end with no repeat. Okay, let's try that. I know you folks are probably thinking that section B is like, ugh, but. Okay. I always tell this to my students and everywhere that I teach, workshops or music camps. Sometimes, most of the time, it's natural that when someone tells you to run faster, jump higher, your brain tells you, no, I can't do that, right? That's you're tossing that out in the universe as a negative. You always want to be positive, especially when you're trying to learn music. So if someone says, okay, we're going to go a little faster, or maybe it's a technique that you're having a hard time doing, just say like, okay, I might not be able to do it, but I'll try. See, that's a positive reaction. And always be positive, okay?
And actually, to be honest, you nailed down all those transitions already. I think we have so much on the video already. Can you actually play through it from the top if you can?
And make everybody play with you.
Oh, okay. With repeats? No.
Nah, just straight through.
Straight through. Okay.
No repeating.
Let's do from the beginning. This is Craig's idea. Instead of working on a section. This is Craig's idea. Is anyone saying thanks, Craig?
Well,
Yeah, they said great idea, Craig. You're the best.
no, they did not. So there's only one, after you finish going through it,
Yeah.
one person had asked if you could just go over the finger positions for measure 13 again, but do that after, she says.
No, we can do that right now.
Oh, okay, all right.
Okay, measure 13. So from measure 12, right? C sharp minor. I use my pinky. I use my pointer here for that fourth space on that first string on the beginning of measure 13. That's a C sharp. Then I'm holding that F sharp minor here. And then I transfer to this A chord here. And I use my pinky here. Okay? Again. Pointer, F sharp minor, A chord. Pinky. Okay?
Nice, all right. From the beginning, no repeats.
No repeats from the beginning. Okay, ready? 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 3, and strum. 2, 3, and 4, and 2, and 3, and C chord. 3, and strum. G chord. 3, and F chord. Section B, 2, 3, and 4, and A chord, 3 and strum, 3, 2, 3, 4, A chord, pointer, F sharp minor, A chord, and rest and strum, C chord. Section C, 2, 3, and 4, and 2 and 3, and C chord, 3 and 2, 3 and 4, rest and strum, and F chord, A chord, 2, 3 and 4, and slow down, G chord, and then C chord.
Woohoo!
Okay?
Yay! That was awesome. I love it. Thank you so much, Herb, for that. That was just fantastic.
It is such a beautiful song. So
Yeah. I still am amazed. I'm still amazed at how prolific those guys are / worse than some of them have passed. Like, so many just beautiful songs. George Harrison actually wrote a bunch of just amazing songs. I feel like he's kind of underrated out of the bunch.
well, wasn't there a competition thing between Paul and John?
Oh, yeah.
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 But that competition thing really produced some great music, though.
It did. It did.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh! But again, we can't thank Herb Ohta Jr. Enough for being such a big part of a lot of our projects that we've been doing, and his influence that he's. Again, I mean, this says it all. Celebrating 3 decades of music with this guy, and it's just
Yeah.
it's so incredible to see his influence in the ukulele community worldwide. So thank you, Herb, again for sharing this with us today. We did have some questions in email. If you did purchase the basic or the deluxe package and wanted to still jump on that deal for the signed CD version, just send us an email. We'll let you guys.
Yeah.
We'll set you
figure out
guys
a
up.
way to get the.
Carol P, thank you so much for again helping us out in the chat today.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Who else am I forgetting to thank? But again, we're hoping you guys are enjoying these live streams. Thank you for your support. And again, for those of you who missed it, we do have, starting today, I think it just,
Woohoo,
went live. But we do have our very first concert. And we are using this as a fundraiser. We're trying to keep all of the concerts that we do with the series free. But we need
this
a little
one,
help to make
to get
sure we're
started.
set up for that. So it's a 12-song concert. We have a gorgeous 4K version that you can download and own yourself. There's also a play-along with box charts and chord diagrams for every single song. So again, thank you to Lele Music Productions. Thank you to the Ukulele site and Artist Works for being a part of our very first one. And Herb was fantastic in this concert. It was such.
I was all right. Craig and Sarah were amazing.
Dude, I just love, there's so many fun moments. So what we did when we filmed this is we tried to make it as sort of live as possible. So these songs, they're done in one take. So it's just, you did the take, you get to hear us chatting with each other about, well, I messed up on that.
You know why? Because I thought we were gonna have a blooper reel, but
There was no-
Craig actually just kept everything on the video.
He did. And so,
So-
it's really fun. You're going to see Herb doing things you've never seen him do before. And it's
Uh-oh.
just, it's really, really, you'll see how much fun we're all having together. And it was really a genuinely fun time. And again, thank you, Andrew Katakis, for coming
Yes.
and helping us film everything so that we could be on screen too. It was really
Laura
awesome.
Todd, there in the packet that you got, there is a link for those digital content things
Yes,
with the
it's
backing
in the
tracks.
thank you note right after the.
Yeah, we'll fix that
cover.
and make it easier for next time to make
Uh,
sure you guys have those links.
We got to do a special thank you to Craig's parents for watching Cameron,
Yes.
for
Yes.
allowing us to do what we do and what they do
Yep.
here. Because,
God bless them.
yeah, yes. I mean, we love Cameron. And we wish that he could be with us all the time.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you to Craig's parents for always
Oh my-
helping out and
yes.
being supportive.
Absolutely.
And happy belated birthday to your dad as well. That's awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, it's so funny because, it's not funny, but it is funny that, my father has, he can't see well. He has, and so when we lit the candle for his cake, he couldn't see it.
Oh, shoot.
He just saw a small light. He goes, "What is that?" And I said, "Candle." And he goes, "Do I have to blow it out?"
Oh, Dad.
So I looked at him. I'm like, yeah. So, yeah, he just turned 87. So, and he's serious as ever. You think I'm serious? He's more serious.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
That's intense.
intense.
Yeah.
So,
It's like camping. Intense.
intense. Ha!
There it is.
Oh.
But thank you guys
Oh,
again
wait,
so
did Jake
very
tell you that?
much.
No, that's what I've always liked.
Stay tuned. We have a lot more things planned for the rest of the year. We're actually going to have our Christmas song workshop in November
Yes.
to
give you
make
time
sure
to
that
practice.
you have time to master it before Christmas. Because then, you don't want to learn a new Christmas song like mid-December, because you don't have much time.
So,
we're on it. Yeah.
so in December, we're actually just going to have a holiday jam. We'll throw in some Hanukkah songs as well as Christmas songs.
We'll invite
It'll be a
some
lot.
friends over.
Yeah, I think
Drink
it'll
some
be.
eggnog. Do people drink eggnog here? No, yeah. Like, I've never had eggnog in Hawaii.
They sell it.
I've never
we
had
can have it.
eggnog. Yeah, they sell it in cartons.
Oh my gosh.
You know what we need is pumpkin crunch.
But again, thank you guys so much. And I'm going to leave you guys off with that one song from the 12 that we did, for those of you who missed it. And it's going to log off right after that. But thank you for joining us today. Thank you, Ohta Jr.
Yep.
Mahalo, everyone.
Sarah Maisel, of course. We really appreciate you guys and hope you guys had a good time today. And
Yes.
let's
Thank you.
see.
And definitely check out the concert. It was a ton of fun. We are so excited to have the very first concert in our series now live and available. This one features Ohta Jr. as well as ourselves. We are using this one as a fundraiser in order for us to keep our backyard concert series free to the public. And that will also allow us to invest in the gear that we need in order to ensure that we make every artist who joins us sound and look absolutely amazing. If you'd like to support our series, please visit craigandsarah.com for more information. We hope you enjoy this one song out of 12 from that amazing concert.
Oh, that's me, yeah. Okay. Can we do a song that was written, please? Please? A song written by Louis Munko Kahi. He's one of he's heavily influenced my music, and he used to be a former member of the group called the Maka Sons of Nihao, and the Maka Sons. And he wrote this song about a Hawaiian man that used to live in Hawaiian homestead land on the Big Island in Keaukaha. And he wrote this song, and I recorded it 14 years ago. And here's a song called Kaleno. It goes something like this.